Good afternoon, friends and family of Grace Lutheran Church. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for us to talk about our hymn of the day for this week. It's called "The Lord's My Shepherd, I'll Not Want," and it's number 710 in the Lutheran Service Book. And as you may have guessed from the title, it is a versification of Psalm 23. One of the most popular versifications of that psalm, actually, in the English-speaking church. And there's not really agreement on who wrote this particular versification, who set these words the way they are for common meter in this case. But it is widely agreed that it's a Scottish versification. The only problem with that is that most of the all of the authors that you might find this being attributed to are actually from England, not Scotland. But you know, it is found in the Scottish Psalter, which we see there at the bottom. It says it's found in the Psalms of David in meter, which was published in Edinburgh. So I guess we can agree that this is a Scottish versification of Psalm 23. And the top tunes for this hymn, or this version, are Scottish tunes. But we use Belmont, which again is English. So we have this Scottish psalm, which comes to us actually from England and from the British Protestant traditions, like Anglican and Presbyterian, and perhaps even from the Puritans, depending on who wrote this versification, because one of them may have been a Puritan, we don't know. But it comes to us from the British Protestant traditions through the first English hymn book of our synod, which is called the Evangelical Lutheran Hymn Book. And the history of English language hymnody in the LCMS, for me, is very interesting, because while our earliest hymnals, like the Evangelical Lutheran Hymn Book and then even TLH, do contain translations of many of our German Lutheran hymns, they also contain a wealth of English language hymns from other Protestant traditions, because by the time our German-speaking ancestors had decided that they needed to switch to English, the other English-speaking Protestants had been writing hymns for hundreds of years. So we had this huge field and wealth of hymns to choose from to put into our hymnals. So there's your little weekly reminder that TLH and, you know, our earliest hymnals aren't the epitome of Lutheranism, but they're a collection of hymns that we find that are biblical and beautiful from a wide variety of traditions, including hymns like this versification of Psalm 23. And we're singing it this Sunday, Psalm 23, because our gospel reading comes from Luke chapter 15, and it's two of the parables of lost things, including the parable of the lost sheep. When the sheep wander from the fold, the good shepherd seeks them out and rejoices when they are found, right? And we know that this parable is a picture of how God seeks out lost sheep too, calling sinners back to our good shepherd. Our good shepherd who, insert Psalm 23, right? And that is exactly what we're going to do this Sunday in church. We are going to read the good news of the lost sheep being found by the shepherd in Luke chapter 15. And then when we close out that reading, we're immediately going to open up our hymnals and sing the good news of life with the shepherd after the lost sheep have been found. So I encourage you this week, I'm going to link our tune and the words for this in the description for this video. So I encourage you to look at that this week and then to listen to the voice of the shepherd as he calls you to receive his gifts this Sunday at church. And we will hopefully see you all there.